The 2030 agenda is just the latest policy assault on our food production, on our agricultural systems. And they've gotten very bold about this. Just a few years ago, you had tons of world leaders, including John Kerry and others, saying that agriculture is responsible for 1/3 of global emissions. We're never going to be able to get to net zero unless we tackle this problem. Think about what net zero means, folks. Literally, you're breathing, exhale CO2. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
that's pretty problematic. But there is absolutely an agenda to destroy the existing food supply, the existing agricultural systems of the world, and replace them with a centrally planned fascistic style public-private partnership where big government in bed with big corporations completely dominates and controls our ability to feed ourselves. And I mean down to the genetic level. Like they will own the DNA of everything you eat, every morsel of corn or wheat or every bite of meat that is grown in some creepy laboratory, every insect, all of this stuff will be owned literally down to the genetic level by these wicked, evil corporations in bed with these wicked, evil governments. So that's their plan. I absolutely believe that they would like to see a major crisis when it comes to food, and I believe they're engineering it. They're doing this on purpose, and they're doing it all over the world. They have different excuses in each country for destroying the agricultural systems, but they're doing it everywhere. In the Netherlands, it was like, the nitrogen and the Natura
Yeah.
2000. In China, they didn't even need an excuse. They've demolished almost 1 million agricultural villages, not villagers, villages, totally wiped off the map. They didn't even need an excuse. They just said, hey, it's going to be more efficient. Get to your new apartment, slave. We already built it for you. If you don't like it, we'll kill you. And so this is happening around the world. And if you read the 2030 agenda, there's at least 4 or 5 of these 17 sustainable development goals that have a direct impact on the ability of farmers and ranchers to produce the food that we need. So this is a very, very serious assault on humanity. I believe it goes back to what Henry Kissinger talked about in the National Security Memorandum 200, where he said we can use food as a weapon to depopulate the world. He said, the fact that all these third world people were having too many babies was a national security risk, so we're going to use food as a weapon to force population control on these populations. And I believe that's what they're doing. They understand that if they control our food and they control our energy, they've got us by the jugular. Parents don't want to watch their children starve. Parents don't want their children to freeze. And so they will do anything once we're in that vulnerable position to make it stop. So people be aware.
Yeah. And in the UK, we've got the farmers' inheritance tax. It's been a major story for the current Labour government. And again, you can see what they're doing is they're just trying to put farmers out of business. And then BlackRock comes in and buys up all the land. The biggest one of the biggest farm landowners in the USA is Bill Gates. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. And also Ted Turner, the nutty founder of
The
CNN. I
CNN
ran
guy.
into him in Rio de Janeiro about 13 years ago and asked him about his nutty population control. He's very open. He thinks we need to get rid of 90% of the population. And he says it in public. These people are crazy. There's a reason they're buying up all the land, and it's not to feed you.